All right, so you're starting out. You're here to learn a trade, to get your hands on some real-world skills, whether that's in welding, diesel mechanics, or electrical work. But here's the thing. The most important thing you're going to build in this program, it's not something you can hold. We're going to talk about learning how to learn. So let me ask you a question. When you signed up, did you think it was all going to be hands-on? Just getting your hands dirty under a truck, behind a welding mask, or wiring up a building? And look, you're not wrong. That's a huge, huge part of it. But is that really the whole picture? You know this already. In any trade, having the right tools is everything, right? You can't troubleshoot an HVAC system without your gauges. You can't weld a clean bead without the right machine. The tougher the job, the more you have to rely on good equipment. It's just a fact. But what if I told you the most powerful, most essential tools you'll ever own? They're not going to be in your toolbox. They're not something you can buy. They're already right here in your head. These are the tools you use to problem solve, to learn, and to just keep going when things get hard. These are your mental tools. Okay, so let's open that mental toolbox up and see what's inside. We're going to stock it with 3 absolutely essential tools that are going to help you not just graduate, but really, truly master your craft for the rest of your career. First things first, every good project, every building, it all starts with a solid foundation. And in your mental toolbox, that foundation is your mindset. Seriously, this one thing, your mindset, is going to shape how you handle every single thing that comes your way. So you've basically got 2 ways to look at things. On one side, you've got a fixed mindset. That's the voice that tells you, you're either good at this stuff or you're not. It makes you want to avoid the hard projects because you're scared to fail. But then you've got the growth mindset. That's the one that says, hey, your skills are something you build, not something you're born with. A challenge isn't a threat, it's just a chance to get better. And look, it's backed up by research. This quote basically says it all. Just believing that you can get smarter, that you can improve, makes you way more likely to actually stick with it when you hit a wall. It's not about being a natural. It's about being willing to put in the work to become a master. Let's put it this way. A fixed mindset says, I'm a wrench person. I do the hands-on stuff. A growth mindset says, yeah, I'm great with a wrench, and now I'm going to master this complicated diagnostic software too. You see that new challenge as the next skill you're going to own, not something that's not for you. Okay, let's grab the next tool out of the box. And this is your power tool. This is what gives you the torque you need to blast through the tough stuff. We are talking about grit. So what is grit? It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the one who sticks with it. It's that stubbornness that keeps you troubleshooting a tricky engine for hours, or running practice welds over and over and over until you nail it. It's just plain persistence. And get this is wild. The research is clear. Your grit, your ability to just keep going, is a better predictor of your success than your raw talent or even your IQ. Just think about that. Your determination matters more than how easy things come to you in the beginning. And the best part? Grit isn't something you're just born with. It's a skill, and you can build it. You've already nailed step 1 just by being here. The rest is about practice, remembering why you're putting in all this work, keeping your eye on the prize, and, hanging around other students and instructors who have that same drive. All right, time for our final tool for today. This is the multi-tool in your box. It's all about being versatile. Because let's be honest, to master trade, you got to know how to learn in more than just one way. So you've probably heard this a million times, right? What's your learning style? Are you a visual learner, a hands-on learner? We get told to figure out which one we are and just stick to it. Well, here's the reality check. That whole idea, it's a myth. It just is. In fact, putting yourself in a box and saying, I only learn this one way, can seriously hold you back. The real pros, the masters of their craft, they don't limit themselves like that. Think of it like this. A master mechanic doesn't use the same wrench for every single bolt. No way. You use the right tool for the job. You've got to read the schematics. That's visual. You've got to listen to that weird sound the engine is making. That's aural. And of course, you've got to get your hands in there to feel the connection. That's kinesthetic. You use everything you've got. Here's a pro tip, a really powerful strategy. Connect every single thing you learn back to your future job. That math class that feels a little random, that's what you're going to use to calculate electrical loads or pipe pressures. That communication class, that's how you're going to write up a work order so the client actually understands it. Always find the connection. And sometimes the smartest strategies are the simplest ones. I love this quote from a student. Just choosing to sit up front. That's it. It cuts out distractions and it sends a clear message to your instructor and to yourself that you're here to learn. So, there you have it. That's the blueprint for your mental toolbox. This isn't just about getting through classes. It's about building a foundation for your entire career. Let's do a quick inventory. We've added 3 killer tools to your box today. A growth mindset as your solid foundation, real grit as the power tool that will get you through anything, and a multi-tool of smart learning strategies so you're ready for whatever comes your way. Look, these tools aren't just for passing exams. They are for building a career, a life that you can be truly proud of. You came here to learn how to build and fix things in the world, but now you have the tools to build and strengthen the most important machine you'll ever work on, your own mind. So the only question left is, when are you going to build with them?